We are live. I have a lot that I want to talk about before we get into gameplay. Had a really good weekend. So I'm going to do a bit of a weekend recap, and then we can get into some IRA games. I'm going to be trying IRA. Obviously, we don't have needles. Uh, Being off of needles, I think we want to be off of the flick knives plan. So I have the Shukos back in the list. And this is just standard, like good math IRA with um, dual threats. I also have even bigger than that. I'm completely off of upsticks, but I think I still like cut through just because it's rare that they're going to block both Kodachis. Sideboard, pretty basic. Uh, Maybe a little heavy on the double strikes. This is mostly for Enigma. I don't really think they're that popular right now. So like I could see shaving this down to two and like finding a spot for something else. Erase faces, similarly, like this is good against Viserai. He's going to be leaving soon. Don't really know what I want in its place. I don't think it's that great against Fang and Syndra. Oasis Respites, just for Wizard Respect, and then Shelters and Waxons are both really good against the aggro decks. So this is going to be the list that we're trying. But before we get into that, I do want to do a bit of a weekend recap, a story time, if you will. Um, So if you didn't watch it, I did coverage for a local RTN this weekend. It was at Odd Willow's Game Haven. I think it was 46 or 42 players. It was actually highlighted on the Flesh and Blood website. So their recap to the Road to Nationals. Unboxes here. I believe they had the largest RTN ever. I think they set a record for that. But right under that, Odd Willow's Game Haven, this was us. So it looks like they had 46 players. I think they had 48 registered, but only 46 showed up. And the event was won by a Vincent. The finals was Vincent versus Kano. Ronan is blazing for lethal, and uh, he got a little smoked in that last game. I hear it's a pretty Vincent favored matchup, but it was definitely good to watch. The cool thing is, which the owner of, or one of the owners of Ottawa's, his name is Ben, who did the casting with me. What he pointed out is that this link right here actually takes you to our stream of the event. So if you didn't watch it and you want to, not only is it on my YouTube page, but you can find it on the Flesh and Blood page. Excuse my non dark mode YouTube here. I don't know how it got reset. But yeah, this was super fun. It was a great weekend. There was 6 rounds of Swiss. I feel like pretty much every game that we had on stream was like a really good one to watch. Um, and yeah, it was just great. My favorite part were the little games that we played in between. So I like doing this when we do the broadcasts at Odd Willows. Just a good way to kill time in between some of the rounds. So we have one where we do like zoomed in images and they have to guess the card based off of it. I have one where all they get is the names of the cards and they need to order them from smallest to largest power using just the hints that are here. So it's like, this is a 2 block, this is a red strip, this is a yellow strip. Um, and then I did a new one for this specific one where I make uh, a version of a card and maybe change some things on it, and then my co-caster needs to decide whether or not this is what the card actually reads, or if I changed anything on it. This was definitely my favorite game of the weekend. In this case, double strike. It's missing the text here that says, you. I think you only do this once or something. If you do, it loses its ability. So super fun, super cool. I was a little stressed out because I forgot some equipment prior to heading to Odd Willows on Saturday to set up, which means that I had to do a lot of setup on Sunday, the day of. And I got there at 9:30 and round one paired at 11. And I was running into a lot of technical difficulties. So if you watch the stream or if you watched the stream, I had to have the players have a phone on the mat. And while they were updating that, I was able to update life totals in my overlay. The original plan, I had a separate phone and I was going to leave it at the table. I was going to do a Discord call with myself, and the phone at the table was going to screen share. And from there, I could see the life totals as they were updating it because it was screen sharing. And then on my end with the Stream Deck, I'm able to update life totals. The phone that I was using is old and it overheated. It was doing too many things at once. It had the life total app open and it was trying to broadcast this screen share to my phone. So it overheated immediately. Um, the nice folks at Odd Willow, they were actually kind enough to buy me a Stream Deck. I don't know if they wanted me to tell anybody that, but they didn't tell me not to. They bought me a Stream Deck because I think this is the third or fourth event that I've done for them. So that was super awesome of them. I'm very, very appreciative. So now that we figured out these technical issues, my wife, my beautiful wife, was able to figure out a life total system for us moving forward. So I'm going to jump over to the story time view. Hello. So I'm going to put some life totals over here. So they're there. So now on this Stream Deck, we were able to code. It's a little hard to see on the camera because it doesn't pick up the light very well. But these two buttons right here, they actually show a number. And they show this number on both sides. And then we have up arrows and down arrows, and then a reset button in the middle. So what we can do now, which we'll be able to leave this Stream Deck at the table that the players are playing at. You can click this button, and in real time, it's going to lower life totals. So I no longer need to be in charge of tracking life totals. And click up, and we can click the reset button for when the game's over, and it's going to reset them. Ooh, tie cards. You're part of my story time. Don't worry. So yes, that is awesome. Thank you to Odd Willows for getting me the Stream Deck because that's going to be a huge upgrade for the production quality of the stream, which people in the chat were already complimenting the production quality of the stream, which was awesome. I saw some comments that it was better than one of the recent Battle Hearthens that was streamed. But I really like streaming these local events. I think it's super fun. I'm even potentially open to reaching out to some of the other stores in the area, so maybe like Madison and Chicago, to see if they would want to do something like this. Because I love it, and every time I do it, I get just like a little bit better at it. But yeah, now we're gonna have awesome life totals, which is super cool. Hold up, I have notes of things that I wanted to talk about. The other cool thing, Ty Cards, who's in chat right now, he actually stopped by during the stream and he already he decided to send us some of the fab dice. I have a personal collection. I think it's over there. I'm not gonna go get it. But they're the fab dice that have the, I will go get it. One second. Just because they're such a cool product, and if you don't know what they are, like you need to get these. So these are my personal collection. I bought these at the Calling Chicago, and they're the like big chunky dice that have like power on them. There's also a green one that has like tunic stuff, go again, overpower, and dominate. And then there's one for pitch, and then there's a couple. I think it comes with like four armor ones showing like plus and minus armor. Those are stuck in my deck box. I'll get them later. So Ty Cards dropped by and he saw the stream that we were doing and he wanted to hook us up. So he's sending me some sets of these, which I'll also be able to use at these events. So like I'll be able to have a set with each player. So each player has, their own armor, their own power, tunic dice and everything. And then I think he said he's also sending me maybe like one or two more, which I would want to do like a giveaway. So once those arrive, which they're probably going to get here tomorrow, Ty, or it's Terry, right? Um, they're probably going to get here tomorrow. Once I get them, I'll figure out what I want to do as far as a giveaway because that I mean it's just awesome support from him. I really appreciate him trying to like upgrade the production quality even more. Again, every time we do this, we get a little bit better. So super excited about that. Again, thank you so much. That was awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Um, in future streams and everything, I decided that I'm going to start doing like equipment links. So like things that I'm using that are from the community, like the Tie Cards dice. Whenever I do an RTN or a ProQuest stream, I'm gonna have a link to those stores in the description, so that if you don't know where to get them, like you can click on that and it'll take you straight there. So that's awesome. Um, I think the only other thing that I wanted to bring up was this coming Sunday, we're going to be doing another RTN. This is going to be at Battle Brothers. This one is my local game store, the one that I go to every week. We're not going to do commentary like we did with Odd Willows. Instead, what we're going to do is a hot mic on the table so that you can actually hear the players playing through the game. We've done this before at Battle Brothers, but they had a much smaller store and they didn't have closed off spaces. So the hot mic kind of just picked up everything. And you weren't really able to hear the players. You could kind of hear that they were talking to each other, but you also heard like everything else that was going on. They moved recently and they have a new store, and the new store has like 3 or 4 rooms in the back. One of them is going to be like a D&D room. One of them is going to have like a table and it's going to be like a snack room, and then they have their own office. I'm going to take one of the other two, either the snack room or the D&D room, and we're going to set up the stream in there. So when we have the hot mic going, we're going to be able to maybe close the door, but it's going to be far enough away that you should be able to hear things much clearer. Um, and I don't know. I like the idea of that experience. I kind of like the idea of having like the commentary one, and then the one where you get to hear the players and like hear them announcing the lines that they're taking. So I think I'm going to do that moving forward. But then if I end up doing any additional ones, like down in Chicago or over in Madison, I guess I'll have to decide how I want to do that. Um, but yeah, super cool. If you're not doing anything, definitely check it out. I think, yeah, again, the highlight for me was being that RTN being featured on the recap on the Flesh and Blood website. I think that was super cool. And yeah, thank you for everyone that came out this weekend, or even if you watched it, back. I think the night that the stream ended, it was already tied with my last ProQuest stream. So when we did our last one at Odd Willows, I think we had like 3.7K views. The night the RTN stream ended, we were already at like 3.6. And then I think by the time it hit midnight, we were at like 3.9, which is super cool. Okay, I think I'm done ranting, so let's get into some gameplay. I have my deck here. Link is in the description if you feel like checking it out. We're just going to be stabbing some people with Kodachis. How's everyone doing? How were your RTNs if you played in any? Did anyone take home a W? Any gold packs opened, or sealed packs? When the production is good, the views will reflect it. Yeah, I honestly like there have been some that I've done in the past where like I had a lot of fun, but there were things that like I wasn't happy with. This weekend, like everything felt really good. So yeah, I love doing it. I want to keep doing more. I don't know how good I am as a caster, but I like it. I think it's super fun. I think Ben did a really good job. Um, Ben has we're definitely going to bring in our AB. Ben has been in Flesh and Blood for over a year, but he's been very casual about it because he needs to run a lot of the events. So he can't really commit a lot of his time to learning and like knowing everything about the game. But I think he did a really good job, and I think that he brought a good, like new, or not new, but like average player perspective. And I think that we played off of each other very well. So it was super fun. Okay, going against Verdance, we brought in the Oasises, we brought in the Erase Faces, and that's pretty much about it. Oasis is good. It's maybe a little early. Do we want to pitch it away? We're probably going to set it in Arsenal. We'll probably just go Kadachi Kadachi, looking for scrap. 4.2 right now. Yeah, that's awesome. Sage, who is in chat right now, he was the judge for the event. This looks like the Arthur Trehalist. Blue Rootbound Carapace, I think, is a pretty good indicator, as well as the Waning Moons. This is the list that got second place at the Calling Christ Church, I think. We're actually going to send the Torrent of Tempo. If he has 2 blocks in hand, this might hit, give us go again, and then we can pitch the Oasis to play looking for scrap. He had 3 blocks. Yes, so this is the Arthur Trehalist. It has Nourishing Emptinesses in the deck, which is pretty interesting. I don't love blue Rootbound Carapace. I do like the idea of Nourishing Emptiness. Barcelona. Thank you, Sage. Gain some life. Overflow for 3. We're going to say no AB. Waning Moon for 2. We're also going to say no AB. And then if one of these Kadachis connects, these cut throughs are going to be 4 go again. We don't need the resource. Did I get out of focus? Blocking out the cut through. We're going to start with Kadachi here to rebuild our chain links. Potentially get a Mask of Momentum trigger. I feel like I got blurry. Focus on me. Focus. Focus. All right, Sync Below is going to deny our Mask trigger. But we are still going to send the Looking for Scrap for 4. Keep this Oasis in Arsenal. Another Sync Below. Okay. So he's probably going to be passing back unless he's holding a potion. Okay, he does have the potion. I'm able to go Kadachi Kadachi, float a resource off Vest when one of these connects, E-Strike for go again, Erase Face for 6. There's no way you can block all of that, right? The other cool thing about this weekend is we gained a ton of subscribers. I think I started, like before the RTN started, I think I was at like 724. And right now, I'm sitting at 764. So I gained a good like 40 subscribers just from streaming a ProQuest, which is super cool. Hopefully, some of those people are tuning in tonight. I know we already have Terry here. Gonna go again. Hey, Joshua, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. How much damage was that? We had 11, 12, 13, 14, 4 card, 14, 7, so 3.5 value per card. That's pretty good. It's okay, Joshua. You don't have to. No one's forcing you to. Ooh, we got our dual threat. Dual threat's good. They're passing back. So we can pitch Kadachi, pitch Dachi Dachi, break chain, play dual threat CNC for 9. It sucks that we don't have a go again attack to get the other buff on the second Kadachi. We could also go Dachi, dual threat, CNC for 10. But then we have a blue that's left in hand. I don't think I like that. So let's just go 2 Dachis, dual threat CNC. I've been having a lot of fun with Ira lately. I think she's really cool. I'm also playing a lot of Verdance lately. I played it at my armory yesterday. Haven't been playing a lot of Jarl, as the stream logo might suggest. But I did see the one that got first place. Um, so maybe I'll have to bust out the Guardian cards again soon. All right, CNC for 9. You're gonna have to give me a lot to stop this here. Okay, he's just gonna play out the rampant growth. That's fair, but this is still 9 damage. Like that's a pretty good chunk. Yeah, I don't know. I just like Jarl hasn't really been doing it for me lately, which is sad to say, but it is what it is. Um, Quickening, Pitch Art, Oasis Respite. What is our turn? Dachi, get our resource, Wheel Kick, Erase Face. Yeah, Jarl's just like it's not. I'm not in love with it. I feel like the deck has a lot of weird hands, weird cards that you have to play, weird game plan, and I feel like I get enough of that playing Verdance right now. Okay, so this is hitting. We don't need to play the wheel kick. We could not make the resource and erase face for 7 and just play a clean 2 card 8. Arsenal the wheel kick for a bigger turn. Or we play the wheel kick 5, 6, 12, 3 card 12. Either way, it's 4 per card. I think we need to try to punch through harder next turn, so I think we're going to Arsenal the wheel kick. So we're not going to get the counter. And then we'll erase face. Finally playing a class that's not all about blocking. That is fair. Majin did do well with her. Yeah. So Arthur Trehay obviously got second at Barcelona. Majin Bey won a Battle Harden. And then Josh, I can't remember his last name, had the back-to-back performances with her over the weekend. I think he just bubbled out of the calling and then won the Battle Harden or topped the Battle Harden. So like she's good right now. And if you watch, ooh, nourishing emptiness. If you watch Majin Bei's story time, John folks, sorry, not Josh. If you watch Majin Bei's story time, he kind of puts into words how I feel about Verdance right now, where it's just like the deck is so bad, but then it wins. Like it's really weird. This is an interesting hand. We probably want to keep an arsenal. Could be looking for scrap, so we can go Dachi, Thorns, Wheel Kick. Man, I got really blurry. Focus on me. We don't need the counter. This is for 5. Yeah, like every time I try to toy around with the Verdance deck, it's like you have it's almost 20 24 cards that aren't blues that you kind of have to play. Like you have your plows, your fellings, your sigils, your rampant growths, your rootbound carabisses. And like by the time you add all those cards together that you need to play, the space that you have left is your blues. So then like you're not doing anything, crazy with the deck. It's weird, but I really enjoy it. Photon splicing for 4. This hand's a little bad, honestly. E-Strike can bail us out a little bit here. Scar first Scar is not going to be turned on. We probably AB1 with the Scar. And then I think we have to Dachi pitching the cut through and then E-Strike for 8. Not great, but it is where we're at. Oh, and actually, if he lets this hit, I think we're going to take the counter to make our turn a little bit better. We get the resource, we can looking for scrap, go again, and then E-Strike for 7. It kind of it kind of turns a bad hand into an okay one, which with the life totals where they're at right now, I think we need that. I don't feel like we can afford to take a mediocre turn. Oh, it focused on me. Okay, we're good. Thought I was going to be blurry all stream. Taking 7? Gaining 2. Taking 7? All right. Dual threat's good. Ooh, felling. Felling probably puts dual threat on the bottom. Dual threat on the bottom. If we take it, we go to 15. Send back 2 card 8 Arsenal Oasis. Two card 8 Arsenal Oasis. Yeah. Put a card on the bottom. We're going to choose the dual threat. I guess we could give the Shuko here just to preserve life. Could even give the Mask. As his life total gets lower, the chances of us proccing Mask are pretty low. I think we're going to. Let's just go to 19. I feel like a higher life total, it's a little bit more comfortable. Ooh, mental block. So he's going to get a Ponder and he's going to prevent two. So one on this. This Kadachi will still come through for one. We don't want the resource. And then Torrent of Tempo for five. Get one card, take two. Do you have another Felling lined up? Sigil, gain three. Healing potion. Okay. So two no blocks. Dachi Dachi, wheel kick, one resource floating, pitch sensor, CNC. Dachi Dachi, wheel kick. Dachi Dachi, wheel kick. We'd have to get the resource off the vest, and then we can pitch sensor to CNC. We're definitely starting here. Also go Dachi Dachi, don't get the resource. Pitch CNC to sensor. So we need to decide what we're doing now, because he's probably going to block the next one, if he's going to block at all. If he's going to block, I think I like playing the sensor, so we don't want the resource. Ooh, he's going to let this hit. I'm going to take the resource now. It's going to root bound. Okay. I'm trying to keep Oasis Respite as a possibility. Like if he takes this and then I play the CNC, pitching my last card, and then he goes, I don't think he can kill me. I don't think he has enough rampant growths right now. But like if he was trying to do something like that, I wanted to keep this up as an option. So I'm kind of trying to keep my last chain link flexible right now. But because he played the root bound, now I'm going to play the CNC. All of our equipment's gone. I feel like we got good use out of it. I'm gonna refresh, just make sure it's not on us. Did anyone have an interesting RTN weekend? Any wins from any of the chatters? Any top fours? Did anyone qualify for Nats? Oh, we're pluming. Are we gonna try to go for a rampant growth combo? Uh, okay, so he wanted to protect his arsenal. So whatever's in his arsenal matters a lot to him. And he used his plume to get a blocking card. So the other card in his hand is probably a no block, whether it's a rampant growth or a potion. So he has likely a no block and then a card that is very important to him in Arsenal. Important enough for him to break his headpiece. Fruits, that makes sense. It's only a 2 block, so it wouldn't have covered up the CNC. Dachi Dachi Sense or Dachi Dachi E-Strike Go Again Sensor. Sensor's really good here because we can name rampant growth. Blue root bound. It's gonna decompose. You will. This is probably gonna turn Verdance online. Yep, so Verdance is online now. E-Strike. Go again. All right, sink below. They're probably going to take 1 here. And then sensor. And I think if the sensor hits, now that they have so few cards in hand, we're probably going to name Health Potion. Or was it Healing Potion? Let's see if they just pass back. This hand is trash. Looks like they're popping the healing potions just to gain life, which is always a good sign. Rampant growth. Overflow. Overflow is going to be for 8. We can block 5 of it. We take 3. They don't get the resources. They don't get to Waning Moon us. We might still lose this game. There's 1 felling. Oh, all 3 fellings are gone. That's awesome. Okay. We might still be in this. How many rampant growths have we seen? 1. 1, 2. So they still have 1 rampant growth. We've seen 2 sigils. They only have 1 left. We've seen 1 tree. Just 1. 1 E-Strike. All 3 nourishings are gone. That's good to note. 1 E-Strike. So still 2 E-Strikes. What did we do here? Played a heartbeat. We only have 1 blue. Looking for scrap into CNC. If we did this, it's 5 into 7, so a 3-card 12. So we're getting 4 from each card. Dachi scrap tempo would be 6, 7, 12. So either way, it's 12. We're not going to AB anything here. Ring of Roses. Okay. So we're going to get an arsenal. It's probably going to be Torrent of Tempo. And we'll go looking for scrap into CNC. Yeah, this is a really close game. But I think a lot of their mini combo potential is gone. I think Storm Striders feel a little less scary right now. We're also out of our Oasis Respites. We only had two. So that actually could be bad for us. Activating Tunic, Storm Striders, Pulsing Aether for 4. 4, 7. He's looking to put us to 6. Is pitching this to go to 7 worth it? Probably not. He'll gain a life. Oh, okay. So he just didn't want to lose that. Interesting choice. We are going to have to pitch here. It's going to gain a life and ping us, which we're going to have to pitch another card. Because Waning Moon. We're at 6. We're going to have to pitch another card. Jeez. It's not looking great. I think we're going to lose on his turn. If he has another, like, 1 for 4, we probably die. Carapace. This does present lethal. If he wanted to, he could give me just Tunic and then still kill us. Rootbound. Takes 1. And we'll pass. Let's see if we're dead. Autumn's Touch for 5. That's actually okay for us. We'll do Dachi, Bittering, Dachi. 5, 6, 7. Potential 8 if he lets the Bittering hit. Bittering does present lethal. Blocks it out. But again, if he kept one of those 1 for 4s, we just die here. Which he did. Good games to the opponent. That was a good one. That was a really close one. Date our wins and losses here. And oh, how did I get logged out? And let's find another one. Yeah, I think Verdance can definitely be bad because we only have the AB1. Oh, same guy. I'm down to play the same guy again. I don't think I want to bring in anything else though. What did we take out? We took out the even bigger than that. What was the last card that we cut? Okay, he left. Oh, I think it was the smash up. We'll see if anyone else joins. Got a Viserai. We definitely don't want to let them set up, so we're gonna go first. We're gonna bring in the erase faces. I think we're also gonna bring in the shelters. And I think that's probably it. I feel like they're gonna arsenal like Mordred and stuff, so smash up's probably not great. I think we do need to be aggressive, so the even bigger than that's okay. Scar's probably gonna be good. I definitely don't want to run 64. I think we're just gonna cut these. I'm okay with running 61. Oh, this hand is garbage. Wheel kick, pitching, torrent, Dachi, pitching, bittering, Arsenal CNC. We are letting him filter his hand a little bit, but we also need to filter ours. All right, this isn't bad. Didn't mean to activate a grasp. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, we forgot to bring in our AB. I'm an idiot. So CNC is now not great. 7. You can still 2-card 8 him. Block 6. Yeah, this is probably going to go poorly because we forgot our AB. I thought I had it clicked. We don't need the resource. And then 7. Malefic is good. Sonata gets him 2 Rune Ragers. What does this say? The next time a Rune Blade attack action card you control hits a hero, look at their hand. I guess we just shelter this then. And then this is coming in for 3, so I think we just block it with the dual threat. And we get to send back a 2-card 8. That threatens a draw. Okay, we get equipment and probably a reduce. Oh, they're going to give us a draw and go again. We will arsenal the CNC. Shelter pretty good here. They whiffed on their Sonata. Double Dirge. Sonata. For a Rune Blood Barrier. Rune Flash for 4 and 12. Well, the Shelter can cover the Rune Flash. 12 puts us to 22. Our turn is probably going to be Dachi Dachi, Bittering Cut Through. We have a resource floating. If no, that uses everything. If we get 2 resources from this, we can also send a CNC at the end for just damage. That might be worth it if they let both of these hit. If not, we still get to keep the CNC in Arsenal, so it should be okay. Defense reaction. And he's going to go Tunic Reaping Blade. I think we're going to put the Pouncing Paws here just to get them ready for a turn that we might want them. I don't think it's next turn. Dachi. Okay, so he's going to block. So that means that we're not sending the CNC. Because we would need both of them to hit to get the 2 resources. No counter. Bittering. So far, no. We lost to a Verdance, so we are definitely not winning. And then I feel like I clicked my AB boots, but apparently I didn't, so we have no AB against Viserai. Oh my god, is that a famous YouTube streamer in our chat? Is that Agroblaze 69? Mordred, are you gonna find a read the runes? You're gonna give me a turn? Sonata. Swarming. Do we have any resources floating? Are you doing anything after this? For 4? You have no resources. What can I do on my turn? The blue goes down to the bottom of the deck because of the E-Strike. Dachi, Dachi, looking for scrap. E-Strike for 7. That's fine. Let my Dachis hit, please. I need 2 resources. Do I get the first resource hoping that the second Dachi hits? I can force a Dachi through. Well, so I can Dachi, get my resource, break Pouncing Paws, attack him for 1. Looking for scrap, he would block this to prevent the mask trigger. And then I can Dachi afterwards. He probably doesn't block that, get my resource, and then E-Strike go again, CNC. I'm going to try it. So he's going to block this, because this is representing a mask trigger. He's going to let me draw a card. Madman. So we don't need another counter. The first counter didn't matter at all. E-Strike for go again. He must feel like he can kill us with whatever he's holding next turn. Which, if he has like a Mordred Tide, he probably can. But he is taking a lot of damage here. Ooh, we have Shelter. Shelter's good. 2 hits. He's gonna have a Douse and a Rune Rager. And this attacks, create rune chant tokens equal to the number of non-attack action cards you play this turn. 3 or more, it gains go again. So here's the first one. He also played a Sonata. This is for 2. We're gonna give up the mask here because we are probably not drawing another card with this game. Revel's pretty good. Rune Flash. 8 rune chance puts me to 1. 8 rune chance puts me to 1. If I shelter here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rune chance puts me to 3. He has no cards in hand, no tunic resource, so there's no reaping blade after this. So I think I shelter on this one. This puts me 1 under him. Scar for a Scar will have go again. Actually, if I do it here, prevent, 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 block with Shuko, I still take 1 from the Rune Flash. Puts me to 2. I can't Dachi first. Because if I do, my Scar for a Scar would lose go again. Is the math the same either way? 4, 4, 5, 6, dual threat for 4 is 4, 8 is 10 damage. If we go Dachi Dachi, that's 1 and 2 is 3. If we dual threat the Scar for a Scar, that's 7. So it's 10 damage either way. I think I like the bigger number at the end, because then he might leak 1 or 2, or a Dachi hit maybe. Yeah, see this, so then now the bigger the Scar for a Scar is, the more likely he's gonna have to put more cards in front of it. Also, this Dachi presents lethal, and if he maybe tries to get away with only putting like the tunic in front of it. Hey, card fight, how's it going, man? So now we're gonna dual threat Scar for 7. Sweet. Rune Rager for 2. He's at 1. So Scar won't have go again. We can just block with one of our 3 blocks then. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It was super fun. I did a little bit of a. Oh, you just gave up. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, it had go again. What did he do? Oh, he had. What happened there? What did I miss? He kept 1 card, right? I know I didn't have AB, but oh, he had the Malefics on board. Okay, that's what I'm missing. He played the Rune Rager. The Malefics made the Rune Chance, gave the Rune Rager go again, and then the Reaping Blade pinged the 2 Rune Chants. Okay. Dang, that sucks. Um, yeah, I mean we might actually win that if we brought in our AB boots, because we could get um we definitely could have prevented some of that, and then we have them in the Kodachi lock. So unfortunate. Again, I thought I clicked them, but I guess they didn't load. I wonder if it resets when the Verdance left. All right, keep chugging along. We're 0-2 on the night. Yeah. So like I was saying, I did a little bit of a story time at the beginning of the stream. Just kind of going through some of the experiences from the weekend. A little bit of behind the scenes for things that you guys wouldn't have really like known about. Lot of technical difficulties. It's not a second cycle stream if things are running smoothly. Even bigger than that. Probably not. Think we run it like this. I don't think we want the wax-ons. This hand's okay. The Battle Brothers RTN is going to be on Sunday. Um, Last I checked, there was like 10 spots still open. We're capping at 32. But I know I was there yesterday and the phone was going off the hook with people signing up. So it may be even less than that now. The Battle Brothers stream is not going to have casting. It's going to be a hot mic on the table, so you're going to be able to hear the players as they're talking. Um, I kind of like the idea of that. I think it's maybe a little bit less popular, but it gives you a little bit of a different perspective as far as like the way that they're sequencing things and table banter and stuff like that. So I like it. I don't know if other people like it as much as I do. But I think maybe next season I'm gonna try to hit up some of the Chicago and Madison stores to see if they want casting at their events as well. Oh, I just noticed that we're on Sabers. Saber Dory. Don't have go again. We'll start by saying no blocks. Blade Runner. Yeah, I like it too, card fight. I think it's different. I don't know. So it's coming in for 6. And if we block it with a 3 block, it's like we're blocking with a 2 block. If our turn is wheel kick, pitch looking for scrap, CNC, 9, 13, 4 card 13. It's not very above value. I don't like blocking sabers with attacks, though. I think we'll just take it. How do you mean, Terry? Like, you mean just like hitting up like local stores? Attack for 1. I think we okay. The dynamos is pretty much always going to cover the first one. If this hits, I think we actually might take the resource. Right? So if we take the resource and we go to 2, play wheel kick, 1 floating, pitch looking for scrap to CNC. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would want to do anything as big as he does. Because that's like super stressful. And he's way better at this than I am. Oh, we could have played the wheel kick and actually had it turned on. I've never done that before. That actually might have been the right call. Wheel kick into looking for scrap. Arsenal of CNC. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty like tech dumb when it comes to this stuff. Um Again, like I said, there's always problems. Like every time I do this, I run into an issue. Uh but we make it work and I have a lot of fun with it. But I just don't know if I don't know if I could be that smart, man. I actually I talked to him at the Chicago calling, and he kind of like took me behind the curtain and showed me his setup. And some of the stuff that he was showing me, like that he has set up, I had no idea what any of it was. Like I kind of have like a base idea of like what they're doing, like what the pieces of equipment are doing for him, but like I wouldn't be able to take that same like setup of equipment and do what he does, Like I don't know how to work those pieces of equipment. So yeah, no, he's super good at what he does. I just if we do this, it's gonna get the dynamo block. I just have fun doing, what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, card fight. I appreciate that. Oh, we get the versus block. I actually wasn't expecting that. We're gonna go bittering, probably into wheel kick. Go off Arsenal here. Yeah, I don't know. I I also have like ideas for things that I want to do. Hey, look at that, our thing works. Whelp Cakes. Thank you so much for subscribing. I think that puts us to like 765, which is super cool. Thank you for enjoying the content enough to want to subscribe. I am just a guy who likes playing Flesh and Blood games. So the fact that you guys find this interesting enough to want to come back every week is very cool. Sabers for 4. It doesn't have go again yet. Uh, oh no, I get that, Terry. Yeah, like I know that he has like built up his thing over time. Um, right now, I'm just a guy with a laptop. Like that's me right now. Um, oh, no worries, man. I appreciate the subscription though. I think it would be really cool to hit 1,000 this year, which that's like another 240. But yeah, like I don't think I want to be like big event coverage person. I think I would be pretty happy doing a bunch of like smaller ones. Hey, there you are. Look at that. We got our notification. I'd be happy doing smaller ones. And I hate the stupid buff. And I have some ideas for good YouTube content that I might want to explore in the future. And I think I would be happy being in that space. I just got a message from Marco at Battle Brothers. There are 6 spots left for the RTN. So if you are watching and you are local and you want to be at Battle Brothers and you're not signed up, you need to go do that like right now because we are capping at 32. Dude, stop attacking me. Oh my God. Um, Started my channel back in 2021 and it's still around 200 subscribers and I don't mind. I like my channel the way it is and it's my little passion project. Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about this. Like me and Chris started the channel almost 2 years ago because like back then there wasn't a lot of Flesh and Blood content and we were the only ones that were doing in-person gameplay, which was really cool. Like we had I don't know if anyone is like um looked at any of the old videos. I know not a lot of people like go back that far. But yeah, we had this whole table in front of me. It was like just us playing live, and it was super cool. Um, but then Chris ended up leaving, and it's it's a lot trying to play in person every week and come up with different decks and keep it interesting. So I decided when he left to just switch to the whole Talishar thing. But like now, compared to back then, like there's so many Flesh and Blood creators. So like I'm not trying to be um the next Aggro Blaze or anything. Like he exploded. He's like super popular and super cool. Really happy for him. I don't feel like I need to be a big channel. I just have fun, tuning in every week and playing the decks that I like playing. Um but yeah, if you guys didn't watch the the RTN stream from over the weekend, we did fun little games in between the rounds. I would like to take that idea and like develop it more, make it something that is maybe like a weekly thing that I put out. Are we mourning Chris? We're not mourning Chris. We're just reminiscing about the past and where we came from. Let this hit, please. I need this to have go again. I did hear about the 128 player RTN at Manila. That is absolutely wild. I can't even imagine. Like, how many rounds is that? Are they like 32? 32 puts you at 5, so 64 puts you to 6. So 128 would, is it 7 rounds? Is that a 7 round RTN? If this hits, I think we get a mask draw, but he's gonna block it out. Okay. I went blurry again. Stop. Look at me. Focus. 8 rounds? 8. That's so crazy. That's like a mini battle heart. 2 to the power of 8. I look, man. I'm not in high school anymore. I don't need to remember any of that. Yeah, it's just a battle heart. That's so crazy. He played hit and run, so he's gonna have go again from that. Can we do anything cool with our hand? Pouncing paws? Dachi, Dachi, pouncing paws, break chain, dual threat, Dachi, wheel kick. So we're not using the E strike. All right, this is going to be our chance to get back into this game. So Dachi, Tiger, focus on me. I need to get like autofocus on this thing. Actually, can I do that? Um, what's up, Cusco? How's it going? Okay, so he blocks. We're gonna break the chain, play dual threat, Dachi for 4. Um, there we go. Where's the zoom? Focus. Stop autofocusing. Cool. We did it. We don't need the counter. Wheel kick for 7. Yeah, I think I just figured it out. Matt. Okay, he kept his whole hand, so we're probably dead. Blood Run Wine spoils sleepy guy and considering making bad financial decisions. Um, I approve of your bad financial decisions if they involve cardboard. Dachi Dachi Thorns Scar. Scar E Strike for 8. It's pretty good. Block with this. Goes to 6. We take 3 down to 5. We present 12 back. Considering buying cold foil Storm Striders, that is a bad financial decision. Scar. But oh, hold up, my autofocus is off. You would be able to play them in LL, which is kind of cool. Figure video. Where's my window? Okay. Now you should be autofocused. It's an investment, right? Also, like, they're gonna print a cool Verdance card eventually. New player, and man, staples are wild in real life. I can't imagine buying cold foil anything. I like my kidneys. Yeah, there's certain players that like really like their drip. Um, it's my Verdance deck, right? Like I have I have Marvel Verdance for two. We probably need to block this, right? He's probably gonna have reactions. Yes. I need to get a Marvel Surgeon. I don't have that, but like I have the EA Bark skin. Um, like they're not like expensive, but like I like the deck to look nice, you know. I picked up the Cusco. I picked up these. I'm missing one. I'm only running two on the list, so I just bought two for right now. Oh my God, that is coming in for eight. Jesus. If I block for six, it goes to nine. I take three, and my turn is Dachi Dachi. That seems bad. We're just gonna pass back. Yeah, aren't they great? Like the card looks so good. Like, look at that. Look at that Fiendal's Fighting Spirit. I need to get the cold foil trees. I don't have that yet. Coming in for five. Where are my CNCs? I got a cold foil Ring of Roses for five. We're actually going to be playing Commoner for the first time at our LGS next week, which I'm pretty, dude, dude, chill, my man. I need to get one more of these. I picked up two while I was in the calling Chicago, because the Oldham list that I was running only ran two. I need one more, and they like got bought out recently, which is really annoying. We're gonna block here. Blade Flurry kills us. Good game to the opponent. All right, we are 0-3 on the night. Um, the deck feels like it's putting out good numbers, but then just like can't close, which is a little frustrating because I really like Ira. Should have bought the one I had when I had Chris sell it for me. I mean, I didn't want them back then. I want them now. Commoner should be fun. I don't really know what I'm going to build for it yet. I'm probably going to maybe look at putting something together over the weekend. Okay. Ira is failing us a little bit. Do we keep going or do we switch to something else? We just keep going. Ira not looking so hot. I agree. I agree. Arachne. So the wax, you disconnected. Okay, cool. I like playing Ira, man. Do we switch to Verdance? But then the thumbnail's gonna be wrong. No, we're not switching. I do really like playing Verdance right now, though. She's a lot of fun. Are you playing the super disruptive version of Ira or Verdance? Into another Verdance. Okay, so we're gonna bring the AB this time. We want these. If you're talking about Verdance, this is my Verdance list. So probably not. It's just meant to be like a good numbers Ira list. Dude, I swear I took off autofocus and it keeps doing it. Ira with all the 2 for 6s. No, I have like CNCs and then I have erase faces in the sideboard. This hand is garbage. Stop autofocusing. This looks like it might be the Trahay list as well, with them on Waning Moon. This is going to be coming in for 5. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to play this. Target the Waning Moon, and we're going to pitch the Erase Face, and then we will AB as well with the Bittering Thorns. Dachi, Bittering, pitch Wheel Kick for Erase Face. If they let the first Dachi hit, we can also float a resource and arsenal the Wheel Kick, which it looks like they're going to. So I think we will take the resource and attack with Bittering here. What other 2 for 6s are the Ira decks running? Like Command and Conquer and Erase Face seem like the most obvious ones. I don't feel like Weakest Link is like great right now. So like what else are they playing? Okay. So we're gonna get the gauntlet. It's gonna take us back down to 4. That's fine. Erase Face for 6 should buy us. Oh, gotta we gotta break the combat chain. Erase Face for 6. CNC Erase Face Weakest Link. Oh, Amnesia. Amnesia. Interesting. Nice. Okay. The goal was to deny them channel value for the turn, and they weren't able to keep enough cards, so we should be good there. Dachi, Wheel Kick, Torrent, if we can get a resource. Or Dachi, Wheel Kick. Hmm. Dachi, Dachi. Wheel Kick, E-Strike for 7, Arsenal, CNC. I've seen two lists, aggro and disrupt. I mean, disrupt sounds like it would be decent. I wasn't I wasn't loving upsticks without the needles. I don't know if other people are still on it, but like it felt kind of forced, and I feel like it made a lot of the other parts of the deck feel bad. So I decided to just cut it and go back to just like good Ira math. We will E-Strike, putting Torrent on the bottom, and Arsenal this Censor. Dachi Dachi Bittering into Censor. Shelter, choosing the ability. I think Upsticks is an aggro card for Iron. No, I don't know, man. Like, it just felt not great. Like, so like it felt like I had to include Flick Knives in my deck just to be able to get a good like 2 card 8. And you can just have 2 card 8s in the deck already. Uh, Bittering. I feel like if you aren't doing the upsticks flick knife stuff, then you should be on Tunic because you want the game to go longer. I can see that. I can definitely see that. The reason that I've still kept the blood splatter is because I have a lot of 1 for 4 go again cards. So drawing into the hand, like just being able to get the on-demand resource, um, to extend my turns seemed okay. But there have been some games where like I miss Tunic, so I think that's definitely a possibility. Sigil, Plow Under, Decomposing. Take my Sensor. If I take this hit, I'm at less life, and I can lead on a Scar for a Scar. Yeah, let's do that. Um, I'm not running fealty stuff. Art of Dragon is just a 1 for 5. Other people play Mauling Key, but like, I mean, I have Mauling Keys. I just it has cooler art. Oh wait, I was supposed to. Sorry. Start of this turn. Scar for a Scar. I mean, like you could play like Torrent of Tempo, I guess. Tachi. Sheltering here, choosing the ability. I think we'll just send the 7. Yeah, like the deck was already playing Key, and like it virtually does the exact same thing. So 1 for 5 that blocks 3. Waiting Moon for 2. We will not AB. We're gonna go Dachi Dachi and then pitch Sensor to play Sensor. If this hits, I am pretty sure we name Rampant Growth, but it is not gonna hit. No blues in the graveyard yet. CNC for 6. We also have a CNC. Go block, block. And then our turn is looking for scrap for 5. No, Dachi Dachi. Cut through looking for scrap. Keep the CNC in arsenal. This is threatening a mask draw, but they probably cover it with a D-React. Barkskin in the card. Just Barkskin? You can let me draw a card? Okay. Rootbound. Doesn't need to decompose. Still going to decompose. Oh, probably wants to get attacks out of his yard. Looking for scrap for 5. And pass back. Dual threat. Could do some work here. Dachi Dachi, 1 floating. Pitch Scar for the CNC. Play the dual threat. He didn't arsenal though. Dachi Dachi. Break chain. Dual threat torrent for 8. And then if we get the go again, we can scar. I think that's our best line. Yeah. Dachi. Dual threat. Torrent. I don't love keeping this scar in hand if this doesn't hit, but I don't think there was a better way to use this hand, and I didn't want to send the CNC with no arsenal. Oh, thanks, man. Only one of them is painted. I have more painted ones somewhere else, but yeah, it's my Redemptor Dreadnought. These guys are awesome. I love these guys. I also have the Knight hiding behind my head. Love that guy. He mental blocked. Okay. I love that you could tell that those are Redemptor or Dreadnoughts. I also have the little guy. I haven't painted him yet. I want to though. I'm so behind on my painting. So he just arsenal and passed back. Oh, dude, I want a Brutalis so bad. Um, that's a Ballistus right there, but that one's not painted. My painted one is in my bin over here. And then I have a whole baking sheet of primed but not painted custodes. This is a future project that will probably never get done. I think, God, this hand is so bad because like we can't do anything with it. I think we're just gonna send the CNC because it can get a blue out of our hand, and then we can arsenal the Scar, keep a blue in hand. This is my night. It's a super like quick and like not amazing paint job, but like I feel like I couldn't paint anything like this nice. Like it would take too long, you know. I just needed to get paint on this guy to get him on the table. I put a little guy down there. He's supposed to be like the pilot. Dude, I trust me, I have a pile of shame. Like I am not rampant growthing. Mini comboing? That's fine. Yeah, I think this one is the Crusader. It's the one that has like the volcano cannon and like big machine gun. I think it's like the one that if it sits still, it has sustain hits. All right, we have go again now on our Scar. So we can go Scar, Dachi, Scar, Dachi, Dachi, cut through, pitch Art of Dragon Claw for CNC, or just play the Art of Dragon Claw Arsenal CNC. I like that. It's gonna be a lot of damage this turn. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but these are more minis. There's some down here off screen, and there's some next to it. My Thunder Wolves look pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with how those came out. I decided to just paint everything like a Black Templar so that I can mix and match units. I painted this wolf to look like my dog Moxie. So this is my Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf, and it has the exact same coloring and markings as my dog Moxie. She's a corgi. I was really happy with how this one turned out. Um, yeah, we're gonna Art of Dragonclaw. So yeah, there's two bins here, there's two bins here, there's two here. Not a lot of it is painted. I have the custodes, a couple dreadnoughts. There's a tank that's right there. And then if I like really wanted to count it, I have some Age of Sigmar stuff over here, and I have a Sylvaneth um spearhead box over there. And then there's all the Infinity stuff because I started playing Infinity and that game's amazing. Block, 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 block. He's at 9. I think we just two card ate him, even though he doesn't have a card in Arsenal. I think we're just looking for numbers here. Yeah, and then my other guys are just like very basic wolfy. I like Space Wolves. I like Thunder Wolves specifically. Take one here. Sorry, opponent. I got talking about my minis. You can blame Matt. I have that knight magnetized to be able to like swap it around, but I haven't actually built any of the other. formations because I finished the one and I was just like, yeah, it's done. I don't need to do anything else. So another Dachi. We can E strike go again, probably bottoming the tempo and then CNC. Mental block. That's fine. I think I still like this plan. Hey, there's 19 people watching the stream right now, but it only has 7 likes. That's crazy. You guys should all hit the like button right now. CNC. We're getting him low, but this is how our first Verdance game went, and then we died. Don't worry, now it's 8. Thanks, man. Block, 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 block. Dachi, dachi, wheel kick. Also, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I got a cool new alert that goes off if your subscriptions aren't hidden on YouTube. I figured that out. When I announced that I put them back on, I think a couple of people tried to subscribe, but like it didn't go off. You have to have it so that your subscriptions are public on YouTube. This is lethal, but I might just die to Storm Striders here. Probably not. I don't think he has enough cards in hand. Okay, that's fine. Um, I could see us squeaking out a win here. Have we used both Oasis Respites yet, or do we still have one in the deck? Oh, there it is. AB. This is perfect. Yeah, we have an extra blue. So AB1, AB1, AB1. And then we'll be able to set this up in Arsenal. We're going to take the 2 on this one. And then we'll go Dachi Dachi Scar for a Scar. All right. So we should be putting to 3 here, which is pretty good. Oh, he gave me 2 cards. I like that even more. I feel pretty safe with an Oasis and Arsenal. Dual threat. Oh, God, felling. Bottom Crane Dance. Bottom Crane Dance. Block for 5. Go to 8. No, bottom Crane Dance. Block for 5. Keep the blue in hand so that when we go Dachi Dachi cut through, we have one floating if he tries to do a thing. Um, Actually, bottom dual threat. We want the good card left in our deck. Okay. Felling is so good at this point in the game. Another Dachi. Going to one. If he doesn't have a defense reaction, this is two cards. Ooh, we're at 768 subscribers now. I think we went up just three today. That's really cool. Um, yeah, I think when we get the shipment that Terry sent us, we're probably gonna do a giveaway for the the Fab dice. Giveaways are usually pretty good for subscriber numbers. Okay, he's going for a Storm Striders thing. So we have the Oasis. If he uses too many cards here and we're able to prevent enough, we actually might just kill him. Pulsing Aether. Um, well, this isn't lethal if he's thinking about responding with like a waning moon. I think I'm just gonna wait for the next thing. Okay, if he's gonna amp this, gain a life, I'm gonna pass. You have another one? Amp one. I'll take five. You're just pitching a waning moon. And you're dead? Yay, let's go. We got there. Good games, opponent. Good game. We got a win for the Knights. Um, let's think. I think we're going to swap out the blood splatter for Tunic. I think you guys are right. And I think I would maybe want another erase face in the sideboard. I still want some double strikes if I run into an Enigma, but I think I'm okay with going to two. And everything else I'm pretty happy with. Do we want to add any number of weakest links anywhere? If we did, I could see cutting the smash up. Have I even drawn that card? Like, I think I sided out a lot. Maybe like two. I can cut one of these two. All right, let's try it like this. I probably have time for like one or two more. Against a Syndra, we definitely want these. I don't like Erase Face. I don't think Erase Face does anything against Syndra. We can bring out these. I feel like I side these out a lot too. These might just need to go. And Three more cards. Maybe the cut throughs. Is there two blocks? We can try that. Let's do this. Don't love seeing two of these in one hand. Ronin Renegade. Flick a dagger at me. Kunai. Did he already get a resource with us? Oh God. This hand is awful. 7. I don't think we play both. I think we play one and then Arsenal the other one. This should still be a breakpoint, and I guess the mask trigger doesn't even matter. I feel like the Cinder deck's probably like pretty aggressive and is not going to want to block. Yeah, so we oh, because we broke the chain, so no Maskra. Okay, we will keep that one though. We can go block block and then go Dachi Dachi sensor. I don't think I want to play the dual threat on the sensor. This is not draconic. Oh, it is because of the brand. So we'll take this one. And then when this hits a hero, you may have target dagger you control deal damage to them. I'll say no blocks. Hunt the Hunter. If you put another red card this turn, mark them. 1, 4, 5, threatening a draw. I think I'm gonna let them have it. I think I'd need to try to be aggressive. I don't think being defensive is gonna win me the game. And this is a good turn for us to use both halves of the dual threat. Yeah, I think that was worth it. What do we name? Thinking brand. I haven't played this deck a lot. Blaze Headlong could be another good one. I'm gonna name Blaze. Oath of Loyalty would be a good one too. Should have named Oath of Loyalty. Kunai. Brand's a starter, right? So I'd go with that. I think they're on yellows and reds typically. Yeah. I could see that. That's a good argument. Brand is probably a 6 of in the deck, whereas Blaze is only a 3 of. I think Oath of Loyalty would have been a good call as well. Like even like not counting hindsight, just because um it's also a starter. Breaking Dragon Scalers. Not breaking Dragon Scalers. Okay. We're gonna go Dachi. So normally I want to play the Bittering Thorns in the middle. Okay, now it won't matter. I was considering playing it at the end because we may have gotten a mask draw. But if he's gonna block on the first chain link, now I'm gonna play it in the middle for the potential upside of buffing the second Kodachi. And now this one comes in for 2. Waxon's good. The rest of this hand isn't. Blaze Headlong. That one was from hand. They did not Arsenal it last turn, unless there's another one in Arsenal. 4/4. I think I'm gonna give you equipment here. Flick. Keep the chain link active for mask. Breaking Fealty. Heart of Dragon Fire. That will not turn on the wax button. We do take the 2, and then we can give Wheel Kick and Wax on. I think that's worth denying the mask. I don't think the 2 from this counts as hitting, so we should be good. Ooh, there was a Blaze in Arsenal, so we actually got it right. It just didn't affect their turn that much. Do you have a Lava Burst? Activate Syndra and pass. Okay. We're gonna go Scar. Casual 2-card 9. All right, let's see what he has. There are still 20 people watching. If two of you guys are not subscribed, press the button because then that would put me to 770 subscribers, and I like even numbers. 0 for 3. Your next draconic attack gets +1. Flick. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to keep enough cards to do anything. For 4, oh my god. Oh. Throw dagger. That's so rude. Deals 1 damage. If damage is dealt this way, destroy the dagger. It is hit. Wait, what? The dagger is hit and you draw a card. That's disgusting. That card's really good. Heart of Dragon Blood. I'm very dead here. Yeah. Good game opponents. Oh, one of you subscribed. We're at 769. All right. I'm gonna play one more for the night, and then I'm gonna call it. Um, Reminder, I mentioned at the beginning, but I feel like we probably have people in here that weren't in at the beginning. I'm gonna be streaming another Road to Nationals this weekend on Sunday at Battle Brothers. I did one last weekend or this past weekend on Sunday at Odd Willows. So if you didn't watch it and you are a fan of Flesh and Blood tournament coverage, definitely go check it out because it was a lot of fun. I think it's the best one that I've done so far, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it so far. So yeah, if you're into that, it is definitely worth looking at. Waxon? Waxon seems good against Aurora, right? They're a Cheerios deck. But yeah, we're going to be doing one more this season, and we're going to be doing it at Battle Brothers. There won't be any commentary at Battle Brothers, but we are going to have a hot mic on the table, so you're going to be able to hear the players talk about their plays and like their sequencing and stuff. So it should be fun. Um, Thank you, Haikudos. Yeah, I was very very happy with it. Um, this hand's interesting. I feel like this hand would be very good next turn. Like if the Aurora went first and attacked me. I could see us going Dachi, 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 dual threat, Scar, Arsenal, CNC. Yeah. Um, do we go Dachi, Dachi, pass? Make them try to do a embodiment type thing, and then when they do, dual threat Scar? That could be interesting if they do that. If they play like Sigil of Lightning and then activate Aurora. What are the chances that that happens with 2 cards, though? I think it's pretty low. I could also just dual threat Scar now, present 7 damage, and if they have no blocks, push through some damage. That's probably better. Or do I dual threat CNC pitching the Scar for even more damage? but then I don't have an arsenal. I think I want the CNC and arsenal. So let's go with the Scar. We'll attack for 7. You taking 7 here? If they have a, what is it called? Sigil? Sigil of Suffering? We have the one floating. Yes, you can undo. Block with Shockwave. Oh, they had no Oasis. Okay. So only 1 damage went through. They would not have been able to create an embodiment like we were thinking they might have been able to. This hand is okay. We have 2 good blocking cards, and then depending on what is left over, we can either go Dachi Dachi Wheel Kick or Dachi CNC Arsenal Wheel Kick. Starting with the Grasp. Did he just play a somersault? For 2? I'm gonna say no blocks. I don't care about that. Do you have a follow-up? No follow-up. Wow. Well, now I think we can go Dachi Dachi, Wheel Kick, CNC, Arsenal to wax on. This is way better. Ooh, is he gonna bottom his Arsenal? Bottom a card from hand. Bottom a card from hand. A card was put on the bottom. Okay, he bottomed a card from hand. That's good for us. Ooh, yeah, let's go. We officially hit 770 subscribers. Thank you to the unspoken hero that decided to subscribe. Did we just take that? We like insta take that? What did we hit? A discharge? Is it good too? Scar for a scar. I don't want to block this. Somersaulting it. It's pretty good. It's gonna have go again again. Go again again. I still do not want to block this. Discharge into Gone in a Flash. Okay. I think I just give the wax on. If I take 2, is it worth sending the CNC if it's not threatening an arsenal? Because otherwise we can go block with both, just overblocking it by 1, and then the Dachi Thorns, Dachi Arsenal CNC. I think I like keeping the CNC for when it's going to be pressuring more. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm super happy with the amount of subscribers that I have gained lately. The the RTN streams, like, they help a lot. I feel like it really helps get the channel out to more people. And even if they only tune in on those, like, that's fine too. Gotcha. Okay, he blocked that for some reason. There was no mask draw on that. Starting with a burn up. We do have two wax-ons. That's pretty good. Next time an attack you control, it's a hero. Deal one arcane. I feel like he's probably not going to arsenal if it's a burn up turn. He's probably going to use everything. We are going to block the Starfall with the Shuko. I want to try to prevent this. I feel like if we can avoid getting hit by this, this is a good way for us to stay ahead in this game. Snatch, Lightning Press could take it to 7. We do have the double wax on though. It's gonna snap it. We're gonna wax on. This card's so good. He is gonna press it. We are gonna double wax on. Oh, that's really good for us. Um, Dachi Dachi, Tunic CNC, Arsenal E-Strike. I like that line. That was a really good turn for us, denying the burn up uh, trigger and denying the draw off of Snatch um, while he used his Snapdragons. Like, it's huge. He's giving us Tunic as a madman. Yes, you can undo. Playing burn up. That makes sense. Might as well get the one damage out of it. Ooh, this hand's garbage. Another burn up. I am okay with giving up the mask here. His life total is getting low. It's going to be rare that we actually get the trigger off of it. The lower their life total gets, the less likely it's going to be that you're going to get the draw. And again, I think just denying these burn ups is huge for us. This is 5 draw card. I will give you 5. He is going to be passing. We can E-Strike for 7, bottoming E-Strike, arsenaling, erase face. Buff power. He took 7. Scar for 4. I'll give you a card. Ooh, Lightning Valley is good. He's going to draw here. Double Lightning Valley is even better. Rabble for 4. Rabble for 4. I think I'm just going to take this one. We'll see what else is coming. He presses it to 7. And then he E-strikes for 7. If I take this 7, I go to 11. And I would be able to Dachi, E-Strike, go again. Erase Face. That's a lot of damage. It presents lethal a couple times. I think I'm okay with taking this. Go again. Oh, he didn't play any lightning cards either, so the channels just went away. That's pretty good. You're going to 1. Okay. Erase Face. This is lethal. Dual Threat's good. Dual Threat's very good. Dual Threat, I think, wins us the game. He can't kill me on his turn while I'm at 4. You'd have to draw triple Sigil of Suffering, but even then I can AB it. I think I'm safe. I think I kill him. This is going to be a lot of damage. It's going to refresh just in case it's on us. How much damage is this? We're going to get 4 here, 1 here, 6 here, so 10, 11, and then 3, 12, 13, 14 damage. Well, we get to end the night 2-3. Hopefully our opponent didn't just leave. I also got the notification today that the channel has officially hit 15,000 hours of watch time, which is kind of crazy that people have watched my content for 15,000 hours. That's a lot of time. We're going to wheel kick, and then we're going to break the chain, dual threat, Dachi for 4, and then if he somehow lives through that, which he shouldn't, unless he has a sink below, Pouncing Key is going to also come in for 4. All right, we got there. Good games to the opponent. All right, 2-3 on the night. Not what we were looking for, but yeah, the deck was kind of struggling into some matchups. Syndra was a little hard. Verdance was a little hard. What was the other loss? Viserai, right? The Verdance one was close though. The first Verdance one. And then the Viserai one was actually really close too, and we forgot our AB. So like that could have easily been a win because he lived at 1, so he would have been Dachi locked. But yeah, we are going to be done for the night. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for chatting. Um, I'm going to be live streaming another RTN this weekend. Battle Brothers going to be at 11 a.m. Central Time. So definitely come hang out. Even though there's no commentary, I'm going to be sitting at the laptop, so I'll be in chat. I can, be talking to you guys. I still need to monitor it just to make sure that the stream doesn't go down or anything. So I'll be there. You guys can keep me company. Got a quick question. Why do you think Erase Face is bad against Syndra? Erase Face is bad because it doesn't prevent them from making things draconic. So you might turn off like the first thing, but they can just break a fealty and then make a draconic thing if they need to. It's maybe a little bit better into Syndra than it is into Fang. Like it's garbage in Defang because they're gonna be having so many fealties that like you turn it off, but then they just break a fealty and then play any reaction and it's draconic. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's just not great against the fealty draconic heroes, I think. But maybe it's still worth bringing in because it disrupts them a little bit, but it's not what you want it to be. So, but yeah, I am going to be getting out of here. I hope to see you guys this weekend. Otherwise, I will be live again on Wednesday. Have a good night.